Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello. What's going on?
Hello,
Good
Jeremy.
evening.
Can't hear you.
I have my mic on. Can you hear me?
Yep, I hear.
All right.
But he's looking really fuzzy. I don't know what's going
Who?
on. Hopefully the broadcast is going to be smooth tonight. And this week we're getting started with some new projects. I guess you could say this is an Easter theme for today, something like that.
Yeah.
What are you looking at, Patrick? Hey, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Everybody first hit that like button before we even get started. And hopefully everybody's getting the notices. Hey, Jerry, good to see you here. And in fact, I meant to go on your live stream today, Jerry, but I wasn't feeling well, so I missed it again. But today we're doing like an Easter theme. I haven't really looked at Patrick's and Jeremy's files yet, but we have the zip package is already under the video right now. So you can just go down there, click on the little ... more to see the description and download that zip package, because that's the files that we're going to be using tonight to design something. I don't have a design ready, but I'm going to use the files that I'm sharing to make one live, I guess.
I will not be using my files tonight.
You're not using yours tonight?
No.
I didn't look
have
at yours.
I wanted to do something different.
I think, was yours an Easter egg, maybe?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, okay. I
Multi-layer
saw it
Easter
real
egg.
quickly.
Yeah, somehow we all ended up on Easter themes without discussing it.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it at all, which is kind of weird.
I know, it's just the way it happened.
But Jeremy, what are you doing tonight?
Well, I'm putting the final one together. This is the first version of it. Man, I am really jumpy. I'm sorry, guys. My screen is like bouncing all over the place.
Yeah.
So basically what this is this little Easter egg holder. So when you're done decorating your eggs for Easter, you can just put it up there and display it. And obviously you can take and put a name in here or whatever to display it.
And interesting enough,
cool.
I went and robbed an egg from a chicken tonight.
Okay, go ahead. I was going to say, interesting enough, I have all of the parts of Easter bunnies where you can put something together if you wanted to change them or whatever. But yeah, sorry. I did an Easter egg last year. I did the actual egg itself, a brown hard-boiled egg. So I'm going to be a little slurring my speech tonight. I'm still on the painkillers. I got my new back brace, so I can at least sit for a while, sort of comfortably. Patrick, what are you doing? What are you doing tonight?
All right. What I'm going to do is, I don't know, I'm going to post a link in the chat, but last week I put out a video, 3D engraving with wood. So to do something different, I'm going to do 3D engraving on a piece of wood, which would be this one. Then and that's going to be with the Lasermatic.
Chunk of wood.
Yeah. And then I'm also going to do a 3D engrave with the fiber laser on a piece of slate. And that's going to be the next video coming out. So that'll be a preview of the follow-up to the 3D wood engraving.
Cool.
So that's what I'm doing this evening.
Okay. I don't know what I'm doing yet, so I'm going to bring up Lightburn, and I'm going to use the graphics that I'm providing to you guys to make something. Not quite sure what yet, but I guess I'll just do something on the fly. I think what I want to do is I want to make some sun catchers, and basically just cut out, everything, and then just put some maybe some yellow or green paper on the back, and with a little suction cup, and stick it up on the window. That's what I wanted to do, but I haven't been feeling the greatest lately. So I really haven't
Jeremy,
put much time out here.
Jeremy, I think you could sell those if you included an egg. It'd be like $100 project you could sell.
Yeah, no, this was not hard boiled, by the way. I stole this right from underneath, out from underneath the chicken on my way out here tonight.
Well, yeah, people
Uh,
want their eggs fresh.
so a little color I put on this one. So yeah,
Show us again the colored one.
all right. So I painted a piece of plywood white, and then I faded in some. Oops, I faded in some red back up to here, so I kind of had a dual color on it, and it looks the same as the plywood underneath, but it's white and red, and it's
Nice.
got a little pink in the middle where it overlapped.
What is that?
The thing about
6mm
this
wood?
is, yeah, it's 3mm plywood, and this little piece right here, there's two rings, and if you see, I have it offset. I don't have them lined up perfectly, and I was just playing with it before I glued it together, and I thought that looked pretty cool. But you're going to want to take the egg and set it in and position it to wherever, because if you're using plastic eggs or whatever, they're going to be a different size than mine. And then get a little tiny mark on here like I did, and then glue it down so that it looks like it's actually touching the rabbit's hand right there. So
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
That's cool. All right, so I haven't. Let me see. Let me show you what I'm going to do tonight. So this, I've provided some graphics like in SVG format and in a Lightburn file, and also a Lightburn library in my folder. So I've got like ears. I don't know why that didn't pop up. Okay, there we go. So I've got ears, and I've got a different style of ear, like that right there. And then I've got another style where you can put a name in here. So that's the third style. And then I've got 3 different styles of Easter Bunny. So that's 1. That's 2 with the ears straight up. And that's 3 with the bent ears. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. I think I might do a bunny. I don't know. But yeah, that's what my file is tonight. So that's what you can get. Those are the graphics I'm providing tonight, and then you can make whatever you want. I'll do some thinking while we're going here, and try and figure out what I want to do with mine. I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe I'll do, I don't know. But tonight I am working on a new laser. So I've got that in the shop, which is the Eon Mirror 5S Redline. And if you want to blow your mind, this thing has got like 8G acceleration, which I don't know, what is that, 250,000 millimeters per minute or something like that?
That's fast.
You know, the top speed, it's got full servo motors, and it is a 40-watt RF. It's actually a ceramic RF tube. So this is not a metal tube. It's just a step above that. And this just came in. My son got it all set up for me a few days ago. I've already started working on the Lightburn library for it, and started doing a couple of pieces. The one thing about the RF laser that's different from regular CO2 lasers is, like a glass tube, is that the spot size is so tiny on it, and you can do really detailed stuff. Let me give you an example here. So this is, I'm in the wrong camera here. This is something I'm working on, and this is a prototype file. And this is for a friend of mine that's a lawyer. He wants to do keychains. I'm going to be doing these in acrylic. But just to give you an idea, this is 1 3/4 across. So the detail, my hand keeps wandering. The detail is really super fine on these RF lasers. And that was just something I was playing with yesterday or the day before. But I've been dialing in my my Lightburn library on a few different types of material for it, and I got to tell you, this thing is amazing. Let's switch over to the comments screen while we're getting started here. And I need to make this full screen so that I can see them. There we go. Poughkeepsie, New York. Poughkeepsie. It sort of felt like Poughkeepsie, New York here, I guess about 2 weeks ago, because we had that. We had 10 inches of snow, believe it or
That's
not,
nuts.
in New Orleans. It was crazy.
Thanks, Dwayne.
Milwaukee.
Send me some pictures.
Patrick inspired me to do some custom AI 3D depth map. Cool. So Jimbo is asking what's the cost. This one is, I'm afraid to say it. The invoice on this was $16,500, but it also, came with a $2,000 air scrubber. The roller accessory can do 6 tumblers at a time, and there's all kinds of accessories that it came with. But just the RF tube alone, the 40-watt RF tube is like, $3 or $4 all by itself. But you can get these in the glass tube, the Mira 5 S Redline. I think they're $89.95, something like that. I'm going to do a whole full video on. I don't want to make this an Eon video tonight, but I'll do a full video on it in a couple of weeks. So I need to get some run hours on it. I need to make my library, and then I'll put up a full review. Any concerns about Lightburn 2.0 coming out soon? I think it's the best. This is a full version coming out, and it's got lots of new stuff in it that you guys are going to love. There's no question about it. I haven't done a video on it yet because there are a few features that are supposed to be in it that are not.
I've done 2 videos so far on it that are just breaking the surface of what I found so far.
Yeah. But there is one other thing I'm going to put in the comments here that I wanted to talk about really quick, and that is, you guys go click on that link that I just posted, because that is, wait, what happened there?
It gave you an emoji.
Why would it do that?
It's a weird emoji.
That is weird.
Yeah, I never saw that one before.
Oh, because the www is in there.
Oh, I was at the state capitol on Monday. I took a picture Sunday night. I was going to share and show everybody. It was pretty cool.
Okay, now I think I have the right link. Sorry, guys. I'm going to try and post that and see what happens. Nope, it's putting a weird emoji in there. So I don't. Just go to lahobbyguy.com/galvomatic40, and we've got a raffle that's going on right now that we're going to pick a winner for. We're going to actually give away 2 of the Lasermatic, the Galvomatic 40-watt lasers on March 27th here in New Orleans. So Patrick is coming down. Leo is coming here from China. Dimitri's coming here from Canada, and we're going to have a live studio audience. So you want to mark your calendar for that one. That's March 27th, and the link is going to go up pretty soon for the video so that you can bookmark it or whatever. TJ says the link is showing a link on his end, but it had some kind of weird emoji in there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that link is going to work.
That was weird. I just typed a plain link in.
Did you?
So
there you go.
Paste that at least.
Yeah, perfect.
Going back to 2.0, David has a question. Are they going to have to pay for it, or is it an upgrade?
No, it's if you already have a subscription, then you don't pay for it. It's just a regular. It's an update.
Yeah, if you renew.
Yeah, Jason's somebody. I don't know if it's Jason or if it was one of the other guys said, "Yeah, sorry, 0.8 and 0.9. We skipped you because we had other things to do." So that's why you don't get a 1.8 and a 1.9. They skipped them.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know how.
Thank you, David. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
Hey,
David.
thank you.
Much appreciated.
So there's a picture I took in front of the Capitol on Sunday night when it was snowing. So that's the West Virginia Capitol in Charleston.
Yeah, but I don't think it's as good as my snow picture.
I don't have a snow picture because I'm in Michigan and we have snow 9 months out of the year.
So I'm secretary for a nonprofit organization, and we were there to lobby the legislature on Monday. So that's why I made the pilgrimage. And I also made the gifts that we handed out inside the Capitol to all of our members, which was these.
Cool.
I like that.
So everybody in attendance got one of those as a gift.
Pre-dropped, preloaded.
Hey, they're drop tested. No,
Drop
not
tested.
preloaded. I don't think preloaded would have made it through security.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Empty was fine though.
But don't forget to sign up for that raffle. So this raffle is going on right now, from now until March 26th. You can enter that raffle every day. So you can go back there every day and enter the raffle, and get new entries every day. And on the 27th, during the live stream, we're going to give that raffle away. Plus, we're also going to do a raffle in the live stream for another one. So that's going to be fun, and it's going to be a different kind of live stream. It's not going to be sort of like what you expect from, like some of the companies out there that do their live streams on their product launch. This is going to be more of like a social. We're going to have a bunch of people there. We're going to talk about the machine. We're going to demonstrate the machine, and we're going to give 2 away during that. So, and then we've got some really big announcements that our hands are tied right now that we can't talk about. So, for Rolly Automation. So we've got some big announcements for that. So you definitely don't want to miss that live stream for sure. Yeah, Philip, we got hammered.
Had enough. Right. Okay, is said he's been telling everybody March 6th for the live stream for that. What you did announce it was March 6th, and then things got changed. Correct?
Yeah, that's because what happened was March 6th is 2 days after Mardi Gras. So, or it's actually, I think maybe it's 1 day. I don't know, 1 day after maybe. But whatever it is, the airport is going to be jammed. So we've got, a bunch of people flying in. And that's the last thing that I wanted to do was to. And another thing, too, is that the hotels, the hotel where Patrick's going to be staying at was like $455 a night because it was during Mardi Gras season. Mm-hmm. And now it's dropped down to like $150 a night. So we have legal price gauging here.
I'm not sure how long this piece of wood's going to take because I'm going to run the first pass twice.
Shalom.
Video. You can do that for more depth. So I'm going to go ahead and start it.
I think I'm going to switch over to Lightburn and try and figure out what I'm going to do. So I'm not quite sure yet what I want to do. What do I want to do? Maybe I'll just do a bunny.
David's got a question about glass on a 100-watt M7.
Conversion
Patrick,
setting.
you don't have a 100-watt, do you? You went from 60 to 120, didn't you?
Yeah, 120.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has the conversion tool yet. Patrick, how's Geo doing on that conversion tool? Because the only 2 that I know of don't work.
Yeah, I don't think he's made any progress on it recently.
Okay.
I don't know whether he gave up or where he's at. I need to ask him about that.
So, yes, it is March 27th. That is the final date. Airline tickets and hotels are already booked. All right.
Jeff, you don't want to see my ugly face anyway, so I don't care.
I think I'll just do this.
Jeff B changed his name.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
He changed his screen name, so I didn't recognize it there at first. And then I was like, oh, I recognize the photo. Mm-hmm.
You guys got any ideas of what I should put on the Easter Bunny?
Hop to it.
That's a good one. Okay, so I get rid of this one. I'm just going to use this one. Let me group it back together again.
Turn it into a gift card holder and put the bunny with the money.
I think it needs some eyes.
That's funny. I like that one. A funny bunny with the money.
Mm-hmm.
Does that look like the right spot? Yeah, that looks like the right spot. What do you think? Eyes?
Yeah, there are two of them. That looks good.
Mm-hmm. They look even too.
Let's see. I guess I'm just going to do something like maybe Happy Easter.
Dwayne, it's sales at lightsource.pro.
Happy W Easter. That looks good. Happy Easter. Actually, that Shelby doesn't look bad. That looks pretty good. That is the official Rolly Automation font right there. So do Happy Easter. Maybe like a keychain. What do you think? Is anybody watching the comments?
Keychain works.
Make it into a keychain. Put that on the blue.
Somebody says there's a large comment on the bottom of the screen.
There's a lot. I don't see it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get out of full screen mode and see. Yeah, I don't see it either.
Let's go here.
Refresh your browser.
And then go back. Just to make sure nothing's stuck.
Try and refresh your browser. None of us see it.
It's rolling fast.
All right, so I'm going to put this one on the red. And I guess I'll make
Richard
the whole
from Las
thing.
Vegas. Jerry's neighbor. Whether you know it or not.
Yeah, Jerry said something about the Lasermatic feet that we got. Patrick, my camera's pointing right at it. You want to throw that one up?
The Lasermatic feed.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
I have Lasermatic. I have new Lasermatic feet as well.
Oh, feet.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I spent quite a bit of time making those things work to fit the pockets and have the stability they needed to hold the thing up and not wiggle around.
Those are pretty cool.
I got 40 millimeter grenades in the back too.
Hopefully, let's see if that gets rid of the comment. I just showed another one and then hit it. So let's see. Let's see if it goes away. Should have saw Sharon's comment pop up and then now go
It's gone.
Away. Okay,
they
cool.
say it's gone now. That's cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for the feeds backs.
Just going to try and get this all aligned. And so here's a little trick that I guess some of you guys might benefit from. So you see how I've got that text highlighted right there? Well, what you can do here, and you've been able to do this in Lightburn for quite a while now, so this is not a new feature. So if I right click on this text and go to edit text shape, you could also set it to double click in your settings. Then in here you can edit the text. In fact, I did a whole video on this, but yeah, but for now I don't think bold is going to make it look good, but yeah, that looks okay. The only thing is the vertical space. I just have to lower that some. Yeah, that looks better. What do you guys think? Should I put a mouth on him? No. Well, this is just going to be a keychain, so not a big deal. But you can make all kinds of stuff out of this. So now the only thing I have to do is I got to cut this out too, right? So let's do an offset. Let's do a 0. 0. Let's see. Yeah, maybe let's do 0.5 instead. 0.6, 0.5. Do 0.5 like that. Say okay. Put that on the red. There we go. Keychain. What kind of mouth would a rabbit have? Let's see. Excuse me. I'm getting sick here.
Put one on it like what's typically on a cat. Just like
Yeah.
a kind of a U with one leg that's longer.
Yeah.
And one on the other side, and they meet in the middle.
Trying to.
It's like a big smiley face with a U in the middle for the nose.
A big smiley face with a U in the middle.
TJ, give the bunny fangs. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's not behind the rabbit. It is the rabbit.
All right, I'm going to get started on this slate. And we'll see how this turns out. This is kind of an experiment. I've been experimenting a little bit.
Am I still in full screen? Yeah, I am. Let me get out of that. Sorry.
All right, I'm dual camera mode. I need to hide my name.
Buck teeth.
Covering up the wood engraving.
I'm at a
Billy
loss.
Bob teeth.
Jeannie says ordered her Omtech fiber laser, 20 watt, certified refurb. Good luck. I still use my 20 watt fiber a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a nose too. Okay. Let's see. I guess I can just duplicate this. What would the nose look like? My brain is just not working tonight. A U. Patrick, say that again. A U? An upside down Y. Okay, let me try that. Oh, yeah, I get it now. Okay, I get it. So let's do Y. Like that. Use the ink free. Put that on the black. Does that look right? Oh, that actually looks kind of cool. What a great suggestion. Hey, look at that. Buck teeth. No, Bob, I'm not getting that. I'm on too many drugs right now. Give it a few whiskers, okay? It's got to have whiskers, all right? Let's go ahead and give it. Where would the whiskers go? By the nose, I guess, right?
Patrick, you must feel vindicated after all the stuff you go through on your live streams.
All right, so we got to give it whiskers. How big should the whiskers be?
Just do a sideways V.
I already did that part. I got to do whiskers now.
That's what you're saying for the...
Yeah, use a sideways V for the whiskers.
I got the whisker done already. Okay, so there we go.
Just one whisker?
No, of course not.
Oh, your video is about 35 seconds behind your talking.
Is it?
Yeah, on my... Maybe even longer. I just saw the second whisker pop up.
Yeah, this new software is really horrible. I'm sorry that I bought the annual plan.
They might refund it. Who knows?
And I really doubt it from everything that I've seen. Okay, so does that look like whiskers? I think it does. Now, so let's see, we can... I'm not so sure about that Y, but who cares? We're just running something for fun.
Oh, I forgot to give you guys a close-up of what this is going to look like, so let me do that.
Is my audio still behind, Jeremy?
Yeah, your screen isn't moving right now, so I don't know.
Really?
There's a 3D grayscale that's being
My
applied
audio,
to the
I'm saying,
tire
is my audio.
wheel.
Your audio sounds fine. I just don't know where it's at on your video, because before your audio came through.
Well, let me get
And
the. I'm
well
really not
before
going to
your
worry
video
about it.
did.
I'm going to turn this on. And I have a new wireless camera that's inside the laser tonight.
You can already see in that chunk of wood how good that tire's turning out.
How deep is that? That looks pretty deep.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
And I'm running what I call the first pass twice or more depth.
I think it's 6 inches deep. I don't know.
I was talking to Patrick about that block of wood he's doing.
Oh. D says, "Did you eat the rabbit?"
The inset
Rabbit's
is a diode
good.
laser, and the slate coasters.
Kay is asking what type of wireless camera. It's not a wireless camera. It is a wireless HDMI adapter that plugs into the camera. All right, so I got to go back over here and figure this out. So this is basswood. So here's basswood, engrave. Do I need the line after fill? I guess
that's
so.
looking really good. Look how nice that is. From
Can't hear you,
diode.
Patrick. All right, so I'm going to be doing this one slow tonight. I'm going to be doing, well,
Testing.
slow for this laser. I'm going to be doing 1400 millimeters a second with a power of 65 on the engrave. And I'm going to be doing 38 millimeters per second with a power of 70
Hello.
on the cut.
Very low volume on your mic.
Nothing's changed.
I don't know what's going on here.
That's cool, Dwayne.
Check my settings.
Patrick, are you using the 60 or the 120?
120.
That's what I thought. I didn't want to answer though because wasn't sure. Rabbit season. Oh, somebody already said that up there. This stuff is so far behind. There it is.
I don't know. All of the audio just went down on me. It's like really super, super low.
I don't know. Is this any better? No, it's probably clipping now. I turned it up.
Yeah, I can't hear you at all, Patrick. I mean, it's just like a whisper.
Yeah.
Mario says that I sound fine to him. And Wolf says missing some pause. Pause? Nah, I'm just going to do it the way it is. Okay, so let's see. Where should I put this now? I think I'll put it like right. I need to put it in a place where the camera is going to see it well.
It was a family pet. You can't.
How is my audio now?
Yeah, good.
Hopefully, it's better. I don't know.
Yeah, it's better. It doesn't sound like you're across the other side of the house.
Okay, so that's looking good. I'm just going to go ahead and run this job. I got to turn on the fume extractor. Oh, what did that say? Oh, I missed it. One shape was set to fill but wasn't closed. Show me. Oh, one shape. Okay, so that's those two. That's funny because I did an offset on. Oh, what is that?
You can see
That's
the
weird. I've been getting a couple double lines on some of my stuff too without putting them there.
Yeah, I didn't delete the original one when I did the offset. That's why.
Oh, gotcha.
you can see the steering wheel taking shape on the slate coaster.
Yeah. Oh, is that what that is? The steering wheel?
Here, I'll put the graphic back up of what's
Yeah, I
being
didn't see
engraved.
that apparently.
I definitely won't be able to hear you guys because of all the noise. Sorry about that.
So you see, there's the pirate standing behind the
Got ya.
the wheel.
Okay. Yeah, I must have missed that for some reason.
You can see his hand coming in.
I gotta figure out how to do this. I gotta learn this 3D thing.
And then with the Lasermatic, it's running a second pass just to get some added depth. So it's down in there pretty good.
Yeah, put me back up there, Rich, if you can, a minute. Furwolf was asking if I did anything tonight, and I did. He must not have saw it, so I'll show it again. So, this is a real egg, by the way, but this is just a little Easter egg display with a little bunny rabbit pushing on it, and I colored it a little bit before I engraved it, and then one of the things that I mentioned was make sure that you set your egg in there before you glue these little rings down so that whatever size egg you have, it'll fit back up against that. If you're using plastic eggs, they're all going to be the same. And then also make sure that the bunnies flip the opposite way, so when you glue them together, you have it on both sides. I don't know if it's messed up in the file you guys get tonight, or if I did it moving stuff around tonight while I did this, but mine didn't end up right, so I don't know what happened.
TJ says real egg that'll drive up the product cost.
Yes, this is now $14.95.
I did the He Is Risen file on an egg last year. I love having that camera inside the machine. I think that looks really good.
Yeah, V, that's what I thought too. It's small enough that you can make, you can probably get two and a half of them out of a sheet of plywood. And then you got a couple displays ready to go.
That looks pretty deep already.
Yeah, it's getting deeper. Yeah, it'll be pretty impressive when it's done.
I just noticed something again. Lightburn keeps changing my settings to fill shapes individually, and that's not what I wanted. So now it's going back and doing the outline of the bunny. V says that's really cute for kids to display their fancy egg painting.
Yeah. Fabio, what are you talking about? K40 or 40-watt diode? What Patrick's using? Or what Rich is using?
Rich has a 40-watt RF CO2, and I have the 30-watt Lasermatic diode.
Thank you.
It's definitely not a K40. K40 is a toy. You'd never be able to do this kind of speed on a K40. How about engraving a message on the egg? I did last year on a brown egg. I did the entire scene for He Has Risen. I don't have a picture of it handy, though, or else I would show you. You can search my channel for egg. You'll find it there. Another nice thing on these RF lasers is they're so clean. The cut, the engraving, it's always a nice clean finish. You don't even have to really dust them off. How clean that is. Jack says he had a K40 for a while, a short while. I think pretty much everybody has a K40 for a short while. All right, here comes the cut. Another few seconds.
I would say get the Lasermatic 30 watt. Get the XW instead of the X Tool or the K40, obviously. But your
All right,
after sales service is phenomenal, and the online community around the Lasermatic, I think, is probably one of the best ones out there.
I may have set the wrong one for the cut because I don't see it dropping out. Oh, there's the cut. That was still line after fill. So here comes the cut.
For the next project for me, I don't know if it's going to be a laser project but my big CO2 machine died. The tube went out of it after I put mirrors and a lens in it. And I'm kind of got a half a mind to put a plasma cutter in that thing, make it into a light burn operated plasma cutter so I can do some other stuff that I have interest in doing. But I'm not sure yet. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. My 3D printer just died again for the fourth time.
Yeah.
So that's why I put the STL files for the filter box on my website, so you guys can just go buy the file and print it out. I have a handful of pre-done ones if somebody wants to order them, and it is shown stock-wise on my website so that I don't get orders and that I can't fulfill. So
Okay. Let's take a look and see how this came out. Let me go full screen here. There it is. What I really like are the cuts. It's just there's no soot afterward. Oh, come on. There we go. So that's a little mini keychain right there. Done really quickly.
Robert, for this wood, I'm guessing it's going to be maybe around 8 millimeters deep total by the time it's finished. The slate, I'm not sure. But change settings to throw in it.
hey, Pop, at least you made it.
Jimbo
Hey,
says
Pop,
he just set up his LM30 XW. You're right. That is a sweet machine. Is that a bullet hole in the ear? No, that's for a keychain. So
I think you should put your earring in it.
I'm gonna. Yeah, you could make it an earring. Yeah.
No, hang one of your earrings in it.
That's pretty funny. No, this is for a keychain. So this is like a prototype, and maybe I'll do a smaller one in acrylic.
it's funny, somebody with a extreme name, The Impaler, asked the question about the holes.
I just got some marble countertop samples at Home Depot, 3x3x1. I asked how many I could take, and they gave me a whole bunch and encouraged me to take them all. Jeremy, out of stock already?
Some of them are, yeah, because my printer's down and I can't print them, so I took them all down. I have a handful left of certain colors and what they are, and that's what they are. When they're gone, they're gone.
Wingnut says, "Why was the overscan so heavy on that laser? It was moving at 600 millimeters a second, so it's not like a diode laser where you can control the overscan. It's a Ruida controller, so it automatically you can't set the overscan on it." Patrick, how deep will your engraving end up being on the coaster?
On the toaster, that's probably going to be, I'm guessing around 4 millimeters. That's how it finishes.
Sunhawk is saying you guys do such great work. I'm just getting into it and have so much to learn. We really don't on this live stream. We only do quick and easy projects that anybody can do. So that's the whole purpose of this channel. It's really for people that are new in the business, but that's the whole purpose of this channel, are quick, easy files that anybody can do, and we share those files with you every 2 weeks. If you haven't been to lasermakersrealm.com, you need to go there, because there's just page after page of videos. You can go back and watch the older live streams, and underneath every one, there's going to be a zip package with files that you guys can get for free. So you can really pop, and a lot of them, like tonight with mine, are like accent files,
Jack, if I had that problem, I'd only have 2 3D printers. I'm about to have none. I got a couple more things to try on this one.
What did he say?
Again this week, but
he said
he's got 6 3D printers, but only 2 are working.
Okay.
You see how deep that is now? It's
getting really deep.
It's approaching. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to look good by the time it's finished up.
Are you going to pause
That's
it?
amazing you haven't started a fire yet.
Are you going to pause that and lower the focus?
No.
No?
No, it's going to run one more pass and kind of cleans everything up, and then it'll be done.
So
I have a used.
It's not Jeremy's 3D printer that failed.
Actually, it kind of is, because it's the same thing that happened the last time. I put a brand new whole head unit on it, and it's doing the same exact thing again.
It's time for you to get a real simple one. Get the Bamboo Labs A1 Mini
M5C, and they don't even have support in the US anymore. They got rid of it last year, so I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, well, I ran about 500 files on that printer before I gave it to you, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Let's take a closer look here. Oh, wow. Oh, you know what? I should get the coaster.
So there's the same image on 2 different substrates, 2 different lasers.
Bye, Sharon. Thanks for coming for a while.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Sharon. So all of the people that are coming to the live stream launch are going to get a personalized coasters in their gift bag. And let me show you that real quick, what that looks like. And by the way, this is done on the Lasermatic. So they're all going to be personalized. This one's not finished yet. This one is just engraved. But everybody's
clear coat next.
Yeah, it's getting. It's not getting the clear coat. It's getting the. What do you call it? I can't.
Absolutely, a 20 watt can do that.
This was on Kelly. The 20 watt. This was done on the 20 watt.
Oh, I was answering the question.
Yeah, I only have the 20 watt here in the shop. So this was done on the 20 watt. Everything that I'm doing for the gift bag is done on the 20 watt. I'm even doing 100-page notebooks. This was also done on the Lasermatic. And on the back, it says made in Louisiana. Actually, let me just, that camera is not going to show you. So there we go.
I want one that's already filled. I want one that's already filled in with notes.
Yeah, I hate taking notes. I need one done already.
So you got 100 pages in there and a little pen, and the pen is also going to be getting engraved as well.
Rick,
Princess Bunny, that is an Eon laser.
Yeah.
And it is also the red line. In fact, let me turn it off. Making too much noise. Terry's saying, been working on laser about 2 years, still tons to learn. There's always tons to learn. So every time I do a job, I learn something different.
Yep. I'm always learning myself. Part of the fun.
Jesus Freak says, I'm new to laser engraving. Rich has been so helpful. I'm glad to hear that. I've been sort of out of it since my failed back surgery, so I haven't done almost anything in the last since December. But I'm going to try, and I put out a video this past week, but I'm going to try and start getting back into it now that I have my back brace. And the next surgery is going to be in April 3rd. Hey, Edward. Thank you, V. V says she learned a lot too. How do you clean up the ash that gets left behind? I do it with a paintbrush, Patrick. You can rinse it off. I guess we're going to see that in a minute.
You're talking about this big block of wood. There's really not much left behind, just a little bit of dust. And yeah, you can brush. I actually used a brass brush and cleaned up the last one I did.
What is the what's the power settings you got on there on the Lasermatic?
Lasermatic, well, it runs different passes. So the first pass is 100%, and the second one, and this one that's running right now is at 60%.
That's starting to look
running
really
faster
cool.
And lower power.
That's looking really cool. Both of them are looking great. Where'd you get these files? Did you make these or?
No, these are Sharks with Lasers files.
That's what I thought.
I'm actually using this file in the video that I'm making on doing the slate coasters. So I can't give these away. They're not mine.
Yeah, if you want to get those, you go to patreon.com/sharkswithlasers, and they got all kinds of files there if you sign up as one of their patrons.
Or you can hit the bell for my channel and get notified when the video's out and this file is available for free.
They're letting you give them away?
Yeah.
Nice. That definition is really starting to come out in the. What are the settings on the fiber, or is that a CO2?
Me, I'm running the fibers. Let's
Is
see.
Is that the 100 watt?
This is speed. Yeah, it's the speed of 2000, power of 80, interval of 0.08, defaults 200, frequency of 100. So that should be able to be run by any laser.
Yeah, I have. Has anybody done denim?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I did.
What laser did you use?
I used the Lasermatic, the 10 watt. I switched it down to 10 watt. I had the 20 at the time, and I did the back pockets and the bottom of the legs for my granddaughter's jeans.
Huh.
You got to do it really fast. I got an old pair of jeans out of the attic, my jeans, and I used that. And let me tell you, man, I burnt up a whole bunch of little swashes trying to dial in those settings. But finally, I think the final setting, I'm not sure if I remember it right, was like 16,000 millimeters per minute. And I think it was 25% power. I don't really remember. You have to run it fast and low in the 10 watt.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think the UV is probably the best if you're going to do that too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, if you can afford a UV laser, that's the best for everything, except cutting.
The plate is almost done.
We're watching. Another nice thing about this RF laser is I've been able to get the best engravings I've ever gotten on pencils with it. And the bamboo pens, as a matter of fact, both. both. So those are also going to be part of the package for the live studio on its. They're going to be custom pen, custom pencils, lots of stuff in the ditty bag.
Yeah, Radu the Impaler. That's going to be the font. Getting your different heights and
what's
stuff
the
on
question?
letters.
What's the question, Jeremy?
Lightburn, all caps, need lines at certain height. The O, the U, and the S comes out taller. Is that a Lightburn thing or the font? I think it's a font thing because I have a bunch of fonts that does it to me too.
Yeah, every font's going to be slightly different.
Yeah.
You see how this second pass that I'm running is cleaning up that wood engraving?
I see that.
Kind of lightens it up, gives it some contrast, gets rid of the kind of the burnt look.
Yep. Yeah, I see that.
That's Kelly. That's a slate coaster he's doing on the fiber laser.
Yeah, the best way to clean those off, I find, is just running it under the garden hose.
Yeah, this is just a nylon brush here.
Yeah. Can you swap cameras?
With a nozzle.
That is cool.
That looks freaking awesome.
And now all you need to do is an acrylic pour, a clear acrylic pour.
Yeah. Yeah, fill that in. I've got acrylic or the epoxy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That came out great.
Yeah.
Let's see the other.
Yeah, it's got a good bit of depth there.
I see that. Let's see the other one, the wood. Now you can see that cleanup pass where it's lightening
What's
it
the
up.
line space in that? That looks like it's been sitting in the same spot for a while.
It's pretty tight. It's like 0.06.
Ah.
I don't think I ever go that low on the Lasermatic. I stick at like 0.08.
I was experimenting with this 3D, and it really, since it's out of focus, more out of focus, it seems to help get rid of the lines. But obviously, there's going to be lines just from the grain of the wood.
Yeah, of course.
But as far as laser lines, they pretty much disappear.
That's coming out great. Looks great. Wish I could do that with my Lasermatic. Well, you can. That's why we're here. That's why we're here tonight, to show you how to do it.
Yeah, you could. Greg, go watch my video. I'll show you exactly what you need to do. And you get the free file to test it out.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, Jeremy, but I got to put this up.
That's fine. Nobody needs to see me anyway. I'm just sitting here reading comments, making sure I'm catching everything.
Perry says that engraving looks great on both. Looks awesome on both pieces, Patrick.
Thank you very much.
Lynn Berg says, new to lasers, can you do the dimensional engraving with a diode? That's what that is going on right now, is with the Lasermatic diode laser.
V, that is a depth map. It's a 3D engraving, so pretty much the same thing. Depth map.
You have to have a depth map, and if you're using the Sharks with Lasers depth map, point out, do not adjust it. But I do show you how to adjust other depth maps in the video. Let me get the link.
Coming up, Desert Flowers. Greg, you did miss the video on this, apparently. Yes, made better with knowledge. Did you use a depth map for the wood, or is it an image? It's a depth map. It's a 3D engraving.
Yep, absolutely a depth map. Link is posted.
I think you probably, Impaler, you would have to go into your settings and double check that you're not set for pixels somewhere. Put it back into millimeters.
You can't set it for pixels. Light burn?
Yeah, I don't know. He's having an issue with it. I don't know. I've never encountered that.
Look, there's another funny thing there, Patrick. A little emoji in the link. What the heck is going on? Wow.
Why does it keep adding that? It's adding it where the colon and the slash is.
Yep, the colon
First slash.
Yep. I'm going to have to report that. Do you need the pro version of Lightburn? Some people do, some people don't. So if you're using a diode laser, that's G-code, and you just need the regular Lightburn core. If you're using anything else, like CO2, everything but the K40. The K40s, you can still use the G-code license, but everything else, you need the pro version. What do I look for in Facebook when entering for the raffle? Directions are on the page there, Ernie. Just scroll down, log in with Facebook, and then follow the links. For every link that you follow, you get one entry.
The only thing I can see in Lightburn is in the import-export setting. It says auto-detect units if possible, and it goes all the way down from millimeters to meters to microns to inches to feet.
Yeah.
I just have mine set to auto, and it's millimeters.
So TJ saying that the links are coming out fine. So it's just on our end.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's just on our end that we're seeing the weird little Jason emoji.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It looked like a ghost or something.
Mm-hmm. It's like the mask that Jason wore in that. What was the name of that movie?
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Yeah. Yep. Jack says you can make depth maps of your photos with web-based app depth R. There's actually quite a few programs online. If you search for convert photo to depth map, you'll find a few of them. Hey Keith, how you doing? Thanks for coming.
The reason this wood block is taking so long is because I run I call pass 1 for depth, and I actually ran it twice to get it even deeper for the live stream, so you guys could see what's possible with this diode.
Yeah. That is
so that's why it's taking longer. Otherwise, it would have been done by now.
That cleanup pass is really doing its job, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at the contrast between the top half and the bottom half.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that.
We don't know what V said.
Say depth map 5 times fast.
Okay. Depth map.
What happened
that hurt
was
my head
I
just
ran.
thinking about how to start saying it.
I can say it once fast.
I spent like, I don't know, 16, 24 hours testing these depth maps with the diode. Depth map. There's 3.
There is something.
And I'm like, this
else.
looks good, but it looks dirty. It's not finished yet. I'm like, hey, we run cleanup passes with fiber lasers.
Yeah.
If I don't want to try running a cleanup with the diode laser, and sure enough, it worked.
There is, speaking about the Lasermatic, one of my supporters who wishes not to be named, so I'm not going to name him, sent me a gift in the mail, a couple of gifts, and this was he had bought the Lasermatic on my recommendation, and he made me. This is a coin that he made.
Very nice.
Personalized coin, and on the other side, it says something else when I get around to it with my little logo thing there. Isn't that really nice? He did a great job on this. So
sure did.
If you guys are wondering how you can do this and get that type of a finish on it, this was done with a Surmark product. So you spray the coin first, and then you engrave it, and then that's it. And it comes out absolutely beautiful. He did a great job on this. I really appreciate all these little gifts that I get in the mail. This one is special. And that was done on the Lasermatic. This was done on the Lasermatic 30. I don't know what his settings were, but I'm guessing it was probably pretty quick.
Is Ernie the one that just got the Lasermatic?
I don't know.
Rich, you said I would love the Lasermatic Mark II XW, and that's an understatement.
Yes, Ernie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rich wouldn't steer you wrong.
Yeah, I've sort of gotten away from all the other companies because none of them just keep up to their promises. None of the machines are high quality. So I've done away with most of the review videos, and the only ones I'm going to use now is the Lasermatic series, the RM laser in the other shop, and the Eon laser that I've got over here. And I'm pretty much going to stick to that because it doesn't really make sense to do review videos anymore because, you know, nobody can keep up to these three companies in the laser world.
Yeah, okay, Impaler. So I just went into Lightburn and I looked at the font thing. That is, I don't know what that's a font height. So if you go into like your Word program or whatever and you set your font to 8, 10, 12, 14, whatever that is, that's what that is. Because I just set a 40 millimeter box up, put the O, the U, and the S in. They're all the same height. And then matched that with my box, and my unit height up here says 78.39. So it's got nothing to do with it's got something to do with the font, however the fonts are set up in that 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, whatever that number is.
It's definitely a font.
Somebody else smarter than me knows what's going on.
Yeah, it's definitely a font issue. It's not a Lightburn issue.
So it's not set for millimeters up there.
And yes, that the coin was brass, by the way. I mean what Patrick did. Hello from UK, a little late, but I'm here. I guess this file won't be in the download file. No. So the files that we did in the download folder are all sort of like Easter files. So mine is a bunch of different bunnies, and Jeremy's is an actual project, a little stand that holds an egg, and Patrick's, I don't remember what that was.
Easter egg, multi-layer egg.
Multi-layer Easter egg. Yeah.
Go back and rewatch the stream when it's over, and everything's explained.
Or just download the file, and you'll find them there.
Well, you'll get some explanation on the file too. So
now this is going to run a third pass, which is when I do a sketch trace, and I show you how in the video of the image just to add some detail. So it's going to run the sketch trace. So it's going to run real fast, running lines everywhere, just to darken up some of the areas to give it a little more contrast.
When Greg says, when I was buying a laser, I bought the D1, but Rich said the Lasermatic was better, so I sent it back and got the Lasermatic. It's awesome. Yeah. So I just don't want to use any other laser. I mean, you know, you can use any laser. You can buy a $100 laser on Temu and still do a lot of the stuff that we do. But as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing that's got the precision that the Lasermatic's got, nothing that's got the commercial build. You know, there's just no other diode laser out there that can compare. And there's no other CO2, no budget CO2 that can compare to the RM laser. There's no high-end there are, but high-end CO2 with the Eon. I mean, 4,200 millimeters per second, 8G acceleration. That's just, plus everything is enclosed. So nothing is exposed to the dust, dirt, debris. If you need to clean the lens, you just pull it out. It's magnetic. Clean it and put it right back in. I mean, this is really a convenience laser, this Eon. You know, it's definitely top of the line. Hey, Kelly,
I am trying to come up with some creative stuff and some stuff that just hasn't been done, or something nobody's thought of.
Is that a LAF? Line after fill.
I do a sketch trace of the image and then have it run that sketch trace to add in some detail.
Nice. That's looking good now.
Once you get that thing brushed off, it'll look really good.
Actually,
I like to just take these and run it underwater and clean all the crap out.
Yeah, that'll work. You can do that as long as you dry it quickly.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Just dry it quickly. I mean, that's what I do with everything. I have a spray bottle. I just spray down the engravings that have any type of debris on them. Then I dry them off really quickly. I like that pass that it's doing now. That's really bringing out the detail. See that? That's looking good.
What's Lightburn say? How much time's left? It's almost done.
Kelly says you're operating on the next level, Patrick.
Hey, there it is. It's done.
Sharfa Maid. Hi from Homewood, Illinois. Mikey, I gave my D1 away when I got my lasermatic. I think everybody does. I have a special friend in Florida that struggled with the X tool for 2 years, and finally I said, you know what? Open your wallet, buy the Lasermatic 30 XW, and put an end to it. And he's just so happy that he did. Bill ordered his XW this morning.
You're gonna love it.
Philip says Rolly definitely hit the mark when he designed this machine. I don't have one yet, but you can tell. Yeah, wait till you see the next machine that's coming out.
All right, I'm getting right around just a little over 5 millimeters of depth.
Wow.
It's too bad you don't have a sink there so you can rinse that off.
Yeah, it would look much better. I just tried to brush it off.
And what is that, oak?
This is poplar.
Oh, it's poplar. Okay. Yeah. That came out great.
So here's a comparison.
I love that coaster. You're going to need to send me that file.
Jack, that happened to me too today. I opened up mine and a bunch of moths flew out.
What did Jack say?
Opened his wallet and it was empty.
There was nothing in there. That's seriously impressive, Patrick, Pop said. Stinky wood.
I don't know. Poplar, that doesn't smell too bad.
I did some testing today on oh geez. My brain is in a funk with all these drugs I'm taking. I did a camera alignment and some testing on whatever the heck. Oh my Lord. I can't believe I can't remember anything.
I didn't know, Jay, I didn't know you were across the pond, Jay.
Cedar. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. I really need to. I'm going to be on these drugs until March. I really don't like that idea. But I did some testing on some cedar today on this machine. And you can see where I did the camera alignment here. The problem I have with cedar is that almost everything in line mode cuts right through it. It's so easy to cut.
All right, I rinsed it off, so I think it looks a little better.
Yep. Maybe a little deeper, but look at the way the face is sticking out. That's cool. Very cool.
Yeah, rinsing it off with water is the way to go. At least for me.
At work, maybe missed it. Can the wheel be done on a CO2? Sure.
Yes.
Everything that we do can be done on pretty much any laser.
I don't have settings for it because I haven't tested it. It's on my to-do list, but you'll have to experiment for yourself.
Dwayne says he loves the smell of lasering cedar. I don't like the smell of anything. If you can smell
like
it, it's bad
berry.
for you. That's what I think. So, I have a good fume extractor here that there's not even the slightest hint of a smell in here. It's from Pat Technologies. It's called the Micro.
I just put that on and burn something out of it just to get the cherry smoke in the shop once in a while. And you got to use it up and get the most out of it you can because the stuff's expensive.
Yeah, I was really surprised yesterday. I did the camera alignment on the Eon, and it really is a pretty really precise camera. I did 1 millimeter, 3 millimeter, 6 millimeter, and 4 millimeter alignments. That's why you can see the double ones here. This one I actually had to do twice on the 6 millimeter. It didn't come out perfect, but yeah, I did all of that, all of those 4 different thicknesses, camera alignments in the course of about 25 minutes.
And this was the first time I ran this file on this particular file. I believe it came out pretty good.
That's just amazing. I got to figure that out.
What do you guys think about this for a key ring in acrylic? Because that's what I'm going to do this in acrylic. Being I put so much thought into it already. I think maybe a little bit smaller, maybe 2 inches instead of 3. Yeah, I think I'll go.
Yeah, shrink it down.
3. And do something about that mouth. That mouth is terrible. I think
Well, draw a little bit of smoke coming off the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make me laugh because I'm good.
Sorry.
That's funny. 3D images, you have to use depth maps. So look up 3D depth map or grayscale, 3D grayscale.
Yep.
Well, bring me some sassafras, Jerry Salinas. I'll burn some.
Trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to talk about tonight. Oh, I never did show you guys the great snowstorm of 2025. There it is. That's my backyard a couple weeks ago. 10 inches of snow. And then a couple days later, 80 degrees. The air's been on for the last 2 weeks here. Just a freak snowstorm. Your zip file download will not work for me. I don't know why.
That would be the only one we've heard.
Yeah, it works because I tested it. I don't know what's not working for you, so I can't help you with that. You got to extract the files. Brian says, I'd like to get a nice CO2 that isn't too expensive. I want the options it can do that a diode doesn't. Brian, go to RM Laser USA. Actually, go find one of my videos because they have 2 different websites. Everybody goes to the wrong one. Look in the description. There's a link there to RM USA. They have the J630, just an awesome machine. I have the J750 next door. That is absolutely the best budget laser on the market. Laser of Love Creation says, which Aeon did you get? I got the Mira 5S, the red line. What air filtering do you guys recommend? I'm venting outside, but don't want to bother close by neighbors. Well, there's not very many that are really going to scrub the air unless you spend the money. This one that I've got here in the shop is like $1,400, and that's That is a Micro by Pat Technologies. Have you guys ever engraved on Osage orange or Palomino wood? I did engrave an orange wood. I don't know what the name. I don't remember what the name of it was. It was African something.
I have not.
Mm-mm.
Catherine says there are some zip files that need a different extractor than the ones. No, that any extractor will open this zip package, Catherine. 3 Rusty Nails had 8 inches of snow and it was near Pensacola. Yeah, that's how I felt with this. You know, we don't have snow plows or anything like that here, so it took like 3 days before the all the golf carts actually cleaned off the street here. We never did get a snow
That's
plow.
funny.
Yeah. Rockin' How To's won't let me go to the page after I click the link. Don't click the link. Just right click on the link and click save.
Yeah.
Save link as.
Yeah, it doesn't take you to a page. It just
Everybody
automatically
always,
downloads the file for you.
there's no page that it goes to. It just, if you're using like Chrome, you'll get a quick little pop up in the top right corner and then it goes away. And it's in your downloads folder. Go to your downloads folder and take a look.
See you, Kelly.
Night, Kelly.
If you're filtering it outside, or if you're exhausting it outside, if you can get a pipe that goes up over the top of your eave, it'll just go up and out of the way instead of straight out. It'll help. That's what you're required to do with a wood stove because of draft.
Yeah.
And it just takes it up into the air. So if you can get your exhaust up, I would say a foot or two above the eave, you'll be fine.
14 feet seems to be like the number for exhausting straight up. That way it has time to dissipate before it gets to the ground level. But, you know, you could just also just put in the exhaust vent, just put a little filter in there and then put the hose back on. And that should do the trick. More snow farther than Alberta, Canada.
Smell, add a little charcoal filter to the end, maybe.
Yeah, Harold, if you didn't see earlier, you can rewatch the video. Just scroll back on the timeline. Yeah, Patrick did both of them.
I didn't do the what's in the download. If that's what he's asking.
No, he's asking if you demoed your files earlier. Oh, yeah, right. No, he didn't do his. He did something different tonight, but he's got an Easter egg layered project in the download.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I wanted to do something a little more exciting.
Yeah. Hey, last call. We're at where are we at?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half. So we are at the end of our show. So last call for any Q&As that you might have. Slightly late, but finally made it. Okay, Kevin. See you later. Yeah, Harold, he didn't do the files in his download tonight. Can you recommend a better replacement for Air Assist for the Lasermatic 30? You don't really need a better Air Assist for that. Take the top off and see if your filter is dirty.
Yeah, I just cleaned my filter out on my Air Assist the other day.
Yeah.
I probably need to clean mine. I'm glad you said that.
I do that about once a month.
A little warm water.
I always forget.
Clean it right up.
Yeah, I think everybody forgets
maybe
to do
people
that.
don't even know that there's a filter there.
Oh, yeah, there's a little like inch and a half filter in the top of the pump. Any pointers for the IR from Rolly Automation? Just arrived yesterday, and I'm working through Rich's settings. Yeah.
Yep.
There's the filter that's on the top of the air pump for the Lasermatic Air Assist.
Yours doesn't look too bad. Those don't really get clogged often because they're outside the laser. Jim, I also have a library at engravingcutfiles.com, so you can download the 2-watt IR library from there if you like. That's for sale, by the way. Yeah, installing
Other
an
than that,
inline
just test. Do the testing.
For exhaust, I buy RC412 carbon filter and put it on the end. No smell. I'm having problems
info.
with the protective cap glass on my diode laser. If you're having problems with it, you need to change it. So it's either good or it's not. Is there a less noisy air pump for my laser? I have that noisy, well, it's got rubber feet on the bottom. So if you suction it to something, you won't hear any noise at all.
That's a problem. If you're not using that and
Thank
you
you,
say
Terry.
you wanted to use a compressor, you're going to have to hear your compressor running and kicking on and off. I mean, there's always going to be noise for something that's moving air.
Yep.
So I don't find it to be that loud compared to everything else around here.
I don't find it. You know, you're doing work in the shop. So if I were to do some woodwork, you know, I'd have my chop saw noise and I'd have my table saw noise and all that kind of stuff. Thanks, Charles. We really enjoy having you here.
Well, Dwight, it's an air pump, so air has to come in order to go out. So to keep the internal workings of the pump clean, they have to have a little bit of a filter on there to keep the dust in the shop from getting.
Dwight says with air assist it should not get dirty. Yeah, that some of them do, because if you have a dusty shop, it's going to get dusty. It's a good idea just to clean it off once a month or once every 2 months. I'm interested in trying the CPAP fan for a air assist. Yeah, I did that 2 years ago, and it kept it from cutting because it was too strong.
Dwight, maybe he's saying he has that problem every day. Put your hand on the top of the module and see if you feel air blowing up, or if it's sucking air down in. If it's blowing up, the fan's wired incorrectly or upside down.
Oh, I thought he was
sucking air up into that. I thought he was still talking about the lens cover.
Connected to my Lasermatic XW and exhausting out the window with a dry vent assembly, but still get quite a bit of smoke. Well, you know, a lot of people make a mistake when they shop for inline fans and they shop for price. You know, you could have an inline fan that's got a 100 CFM motor in it, which is not going to be much more than what's already in there. So the one that I just got has 205 CFMs, and that's going to go on the Lasermatic behind me and exhaust out the front, and it's going to work perfectly. So a lot of people shop price on these, and you want to shop CFMs. You know, if you're not at 190 or more CFMs, you're still going to have smoke smell.
Air assist for the fiber. I just picked up a little fan off Amazon, and I plug it in, and I just put it kind of right here in this corner, and then that orange chute right there is my exhaust, and it goes on that side. So this sits over here and blows the air into it and makes sure that the exhaust picks it all up.
Yep.
Because I
sell an air assist. I sell an air assist kit that you can use with either one of the like aquarium pumps, like the larger versions of what come with the diode lasers, or you can tie it into your shop compressor. And I use air assist like that with high pressure on shorter jobs and going deep into metal. If it's going to be, you know, one of these 12-hour brass engraving jobs I do, then I just use a little 5-volt USB computer fan.
CPAP fans should be adjustable. No, they're not. They're prescription. So it depends on what the doctor writes. You can't change the settings on a CPAP.
They were talking about using the fan for the air assist.
Yeah, well, you can't change the settings on a CPAP. You'd have to put in some kind of, you know, like variable resistor or something if you want to change the settings. The CPAP are prescribed at a certain pressure, and that's it. You can't change them. But let's see. Jay says, yes, his chiller and air pump in a different room. Yeah, so do I. My air pump is right down there. under the bench, and for that laser in the other room. And this one has a built-in over here. So Jeremy says, I have my shop compressor now, but tired of 120 gallon. Yeah, tired of the compressor kicking on. Yeah, that Patrick has that problem too. His is really loud. Module has 2 fans. Air can go up out the top and down. Air assist goes out the nozzle.
I think they're still talking about the CPAP fan for air assist mod.
Yeah, I'm not following.
Yeah,
I'm not really
just buy
following
buy another air assist instead trying to convert a CPAP. If you have too much air on the diode laser, it's not going to cut. So you got to keep that in mind. You know, if I use this California Air Tools compressor on my diode laser and I go over like 13 psi, it stops cutting. Yes, you can. I change my settings all the time. Well, you're probably one of the only people in the world that has a CPAP where you can change the settings, because that's dangerous. So I've had 4 different CPAPs and I haven't been able to change any of them. There's some good hacks out there. Take the turbo fan out of the machine. Yeah, you could take the fan out, but I'm telling you, just buy one of these little small ones like what comes with the Lasermatic. It works perfectly on a diode. Lots of people think that you need more air pressure to cut better, and that could be the case on some CO2s because they come with underpowered air assist, the ones that are on board. Even this Eon is underpowered. I'm going to wind up running an airline to the back of it. But if you have the right air pump with diode lasers, the only thing you need is an aquarium pump.
Yeah, I think they were talking about fibers.
Oh, let's see. There's some good hacks out there. Been on a CPAP for 30 years. Every CPAP I've used is adjustable. I've never heard of that. It's a prescription machine. I don't understand how it can be adjustable. California Air Tools makes real quiet. Yeah, I have the quiet California Air Tools quiet compressor, and even though it's quiet, I don't think it's that quiet. Oh, let's see.
Yeah, my big compressor that sits outside, it's a quiet compressor, but I can still hear it. It's
a lot better than yours, but
still too loud.
Can you hear that?
A little bit, yep.
I have a compressor. It's called the Hulk. It's orange. It's got that dual-headed compressor. It's super quiet. It's like 32 decibels. And we
that makes no sense. Why would it be orange if it's named the Hulk?
Green.
I don't know why I didn't make it. I just bought it.
It should be green.
Is that the one from Harbor Freight?
No, it was from Northern Tool.
Yeah. Was it at Harbor Freight?
No, Northern Tool.
Harbor Freight sells Northern Tool.
No.
Or they used to.
Not around here, they don't.
No.
No, I ordered it out of the catalog.
Harbor Freight had the last time I was there was about 2 months ago, and that's the first time I've ever seen a quiet compressor at Harbor Freight, and it was cheap too.
Clack Shack.
All right, guys. So we are pretty much done for tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Patrick, any last words? Jeremy?
Nope, just thanks for joining. Without you guys, we wouldn't have a live stream, so we appreciate you watching.
Yes, we
Absolutely.
sure do. Thank you all so much for being here. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.